Hi everyone, welcome to Mindful Crafts and More. I am Katrina. If this is your first time checking out my channel, welcome. Take a look at this video or any of my other videos. If you find yourself inspired, join my channel. For those of you who are returning, welcome back. I really appreciate you just hanging out with me for a bit. So hi everyone. Today I am working on a project that I'm trying to learn techniques on shaping. All right. So this is shaping with knits. I can do quite a bit of shaping with crochet, but I want to learn more and more about it as it relates to knits as well. And the techniques are different, and yet the concept and overall foundation of it can be very similar if you can think about it in just basic terms. So this time I was working on a crochet project, which I will show you guys later. And I finished that. And then I thought, I want to know how to do that with knit. So here we are today. If you hadn't checked out my community page, I did post on the community page a photo of a project that I had started. And the question was, based on the photo that you see, what do you think the overall shape is going to be when it's complete? So I only got a few people, but it was very good. And I'm thankful to those who took a look at it and just said, okay, let me see if I can figure it out. I really do appreciate the feedback. It is very, very helpful. All right. So today what I would like to do is complete this piece that I'm working on so that you actually can see the finished shape of it. And then you can determine if you were correct or not, because I didn't give the answer. All right. Okay, so let's take a look at the yarn that I'm using first. I chose a cotton yarn because what I'm working on is trying to turn it into a coaster or something like that. Okay. And so the Just Cotton is about 85% cotton and about 15% polyester, which is fine for what we want to use it for. Okay. And I am using double pointed needles. I'm using the Clover size 6 US or 4mm. Okay. And this is my piece. All right. So I divided up my pieces as I went along so that it was divided into 3, okay? And these are equal, all right? And these beautiful stitch markers that I have placed on here are from Kim over at Classy Kim's. And she did just a beautiful job with these stitch markers. Thank you so much, Kim, for your beautiful, beautiful stitch markers. All right, so now what I did was, if you notice, one of the stitch markers has a darker bead at the bottom compared to the other ones. So what I did for it, I made the darker bead my beginning needle. So that way I knew once I get to this needle, this is the beginning of my round, and I worked my piece in rounds. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and work on this WIP. I will let you see kind of what I'm doing because I really just need to cast off, and then as I'm done, hopefully you'll be able to see exactly what the shape of it is, and you'll see if you were right. Okay, all right, so I'm going to work on my WIP. Why don't you go ahead and work on yours too? So let's get to working. Okay. All right. I'll be right back. I am back. I have completed my project and now I'd like to show it to you. All right. Before I show it to you, let's talk about where I got the inspiration from in the first place. So, a while back, I was looking at shawls and trying to figure out if I could perhaps come up with some shawl patterns for myself. And in trying to understand shawl shaping, what if I didn't want just a plain rectangular shawl? Or what if I didn't want just a plain triangular shawl? What could I do? Well, I stumbled upon a website called Laylock, and I found Daria Davenport. She had a series for shawl shaping, and I was able to download and print out a beautiful kind of cheat sheet, for lack of a better word of calling it something, for various shawl shapes. Well, the first one that I found was the shawl shapes that were done flat, okay? And then I saw that you came out with another one that was shawl shapes in the round, okay? So I didn't want to go ahead and tackle doing a complete shawl until I was comfortable with it. And so doing a small project is really what I was going for. And that is why I did this one. So this is the one that I use. This is for the shawl shapes in the round. and it is free to download and print out on the Laylock website. Okay. And it is really, really good. And it gives you the basic recipe on how to go about doing the various shawl shapes. Now, again, I didn't want to do a shawl, so I turned it into a coaster, and here is my coaster. I think it came out great. Now you can kind of make out the flat portions of it, but once I block it, then you'll definitely be able to see the portions. And here's a photo of it here. Yeah, so it came out great, right? All right, so I am very pleased with it. I really do think that now I understand how to go about doing a hexagon shape with my knitting. And I'm sure that there are more than one way to do it. This is just one way, and it really wasn't that difficult. Now, if you take a look at it closely, hopefully you can see where the increases are. Okay, so I'm going to turn it so there's a point here. Okay, so this is one increase here, one increase here, one here, one here, one here, and one here. Okay, so there are 6 points where there are increases, and I can, if you can look closely, there is an increase on this side and an increase on that side. So yes, that's how I did this shaping. And again, it really wasn't that difficult. Now, the one thing that I had to do for this, because it was in the round and I used a garter stitch, I had to knit around and purl around. And you do have to pay attention to that. And you have to pay attention to your counting when you're doing something like this. Use of the stitch markers also helps tremendously. And it helps to take some of the guesswork out of when am I supposed to be doing my increases. So I really did enjoy doing this project. And yes, so you can do lots and lots of shapes, whether it's knit or whether it's crochet. Now, I'm going to work through this sheet. And what I'm going to do is show you guys the different shapes as I work through it. And you guys can let me know what you think. I don't know if all of them will end up being coasters, but we'll see what happens and we'll go from there. All right, so I hope that you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you got some work done on one of your WIPs while I was working on mine. So let's go ahead and take a look at the puzzle solution for the last video that included a puzzle. And this is what I came up with. And this is the puzzle for today. I really do enjoy the puzzles. I hope that you guys do too. Thank you so much for watching my videos, for giving me a thumbs up, for leaving me a comment. I really do appreciate it. All right. I want you guys to stay tuned. I have a few other things that I want to show you in addition to this that I have been working on. And it's really exciting. And you know what, guys? You never know when I'm going to be inspired to do another giveaway, because I think I should do another one soon. All right. So it's going to be exciting. Stay tuned. Each and every one of you, be mindful. Do everything you can to be at your best health. And by all means, guys, be crafty every day. I look forward to seeing you again very soon. Okay. Bye-bye now.